open and everything was just everywhere on the conveyor belt. And also prepping for the new year for school. One of those like wrap up ballet tops. I'm gonna wear that for Pilates to go with like the pink Pilates princess aesthetic. Hello everyone and happy new year. Welcome to this week's video. So this time yesterday I was actually on a plane coming back from Hawaii and I was going to give myself the day off, but I thought that this was the perfect time to start doing some goal setting and resetting. So since a new year has come around, I've created a list of things that I think is just perfect for this time of year, just to like start rebranding, goal setting, resetting for the whole new year. So on our to-do list today is tidying and decluttering my room, unpacking my suitcase from Hawaii, making vision boards, which I'm going to do with my friends next week, organising for the new year, especially for school. Last year I meal prepped every week for the week, and I kind of had maybe like 5 or 6 recipes that were just like my go-tos, but now since I've been having them kind of every week for a whole year, I think it's time to find some new recipes and some new healthy ways of eating to implement for this new year. I'm also going to be doing some goal setting and making resolutions, and of course we're going to be making some Pinterest boards. So that's on our to-do list for today's video, so let's get on into it. And one of my resolutions for this year is to drink more water. Only now do I regret overpacking, because now I have to unpack the overpack. Actually, that's a lie. I regretted overpacking at the airport when I was coming home, and I found that my bag had split open because the zipper broke and everything was just everywhere on the conveyor belt. So now that I have bribed myself with an iced tea, I'm gonna get to work and start putting back all of this mess. A lot of my clothes I only wore once, so they're not really dirty, so I can't just chuck them in the wash, but also like they're all kind of gross from like airport and like travel stuff. So I'll sort through these, see what's dirty, see what's clean, and then pack it all away. Is currently in the wash. Now it's time for the most annoying part, putting away all of my clean clothes. Let's get on to that right now. Okay, so now that that's done, we still have the rest of the suitcase to do. But I won't bore you with that because this is just random stuff that needs to be put away, so let's just fast forward to when I've finished this. Right, so I've been at this for almost like an hour now, and majority of things are pretty much packed away. They're just like a few bits and bobs that are sitting on my desk and just like a few other little random things. Everything's pretty much packed away. I've been listening to a podcast to help me get through all the unpacking. My room is still a mess though, so I think maybe on Tuesday I'll have a little clean and declutter moment for my room. But I think that's what I'm going to do for today. Good morning everyone. It is currently Tuesday morning. I actually got up at a good time this morning, which is 9:30. That might not be a good time for you, but as a night owl, 9:30 is a pretty good step for me. I'm definitely going to be trying to get up a lot earlier from now on. Oh my god. If this keeps sliding down, it's because of my sticky thing is really bad. So I've recently, I say recently, in the last 24 hours, I've decided that I need to become a lot more healthier because of my chronic illness, shall we say. It's been a few years that I've had this chronic illness and it's flared up recently due to all like the travel and stuff. So I need to create a morning routine that is consistent and productive, and that's just like slow and restful and helpful and calming. That's gonna put me on the right track to start off this year. So my big thing on my to-do list today was to clean and declutter my room. I am gonna take that very slowly today and I'm gonna be easy on myself. But the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit at my desk for a while and construct a morning routine that's gonna be helpful for my body in recovery. And then with the cleaning and decluttering, I'm just gonna do like the Pomodoro technique where I just spend 10 minutes cleaning, 5-minute break, and then just keep swapping, just because I need to be mindful and rest my body and not overwork myself. So let's head over to my desk and we can start making a morning routine. Now it's quite hard to sit at my desk and work because this is the state of my desk right now. So I'm gonna just clear this stuff out of the way, including my Hawaii shell collection, so that we can get started on some business. Now, an important thing for me when I'm working on my computer is that I need my laptop to be eye level towards me. This is the best I can do right now. I'm just stacking a bunch of books below my laptop, and that just helps me to just like stay, I don't know what the word is, just like stay balanced. So I'm gonna actually go onto Notion, and I actually do already have a section mapped out for routines. So I'm just gonna check up on that. I did already have a morning routine mapped out from when I did 75 soft. Now, as you probably know, I didn't follow through with that for all 75 days because I picked the most inconvenient time to do it, the most busiest time of my life, so I couldn't fully keep up with it. However, this morning routine actually helped me so much with everything basically. So I'm just gonna read through this now. So waking up no later than 9:30, did that this morning. Stretching for 3 minutes, I might research that a bit more. Healthy breakfast. I don't have any more of my supplements, so I might look into getting more or getting different ones to help me with my current situation. Everything shower once per week, yep. And then getting ready and not looking like a dead rat like I do right now. I need to make sure that I drink all of my water, which I'm not doing right now because I've got my iced tea, but whatever. That sounds pretty good. I might just like tweak this a tiny little bit to cater for my current situation, and I'll get back to you and let you know the changes that I made. Okay, so my fixed morning routine is looking a little bit messy right now. There's still some more research that I have to do, and I have to talk to my physio and my nutritionist just about like what the next steps are, and there's still a lot in the process of like recovering. But this is kind of what I have. It's pretty much the same as what it was before. I think just making these little tweaks, like getting up half an hour earlier, and then the body stretch, I'm not sure if that's gonna be good for me right now. Maybe just like particular types of stretching, just to like get my body moving in the morning. And then yeah, taking some new supplements that aren't related to my gut health, but related to my vertigo. So just targeting that a bit more and focusing a bit more on that. And then yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. there have been so many times where I've like, just like throughout the year, I've been like, okay, I'm gonna be more healthy now, I'm gonna be eating healthier. And then that lasts for a while and then I just kind of forget about it because things get a bit busy. But I think like that's okay. Like that's just life. And I think I've noticed that I've been feeling like more and more that kind of like feeling of like, oh, I want to eat more healthier. And then it kind of dies down. But then I keep coming back to that, if that makes sense. So it's not just like a one-off, oh, I wanted this to happen and then it didn't. Like I'm still working towards that slowly to like break old habits that I've had for like 19 years now. So breaking away those habits are hard, but again, if you just like keep getting these new waves of inspiration and keep retrying and trying to stay consistent, that's all you can do. And that's like, you're in the best spot right now. Like again, there's that thing of like progress isn't linear. So if you just keep trying, just keep finding new inspiration and motivation, then like honestly, you'll be good to go. Okay, so it's been a while since I've updated you guys. I have cleaned a bit of my room. It's still kind of a mess though, but I'm just taking my time with it. And I went through my activewear drawer. I'm glad to say that I'm actually going to be letting go of some stuff today. So I've got this pile here, which I'm getting rid of. And then this pile here, which I'm going to put, I have like a drawer that's like full of like sentimental clothes. So for example, like I got this top at, I think it was Nationals. It could have been Nationals in like 2017. So like that's kind of like a big deal for me. So I just wanted to keep this for like memories and stuff. And yeah, so I'm going to put these away and then hopefully we can do some more decluttering and cleaning. I do want to clear out my school clothes drawer. Now, not all of my school clothes can fit in here, so it's kind of, it just like defeats the purpose. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna tackle that. I'm gonna wash this one. This is a bit too long. Okay, now that all these are sorted, I'm gonna try and fit all of this into here. It is now Wednesday morning, and on my to-do list today we have meal prepping and like nutrition research, and also prepping for the new year for school. I don't think there's much that I need to prep for school-wise. I think I just need to find out about some assessments and just get some things down on Notion. But for meal prepping, I'm going to find some new inspiration on probably Pinterest and TikTok of some healthy recipes that I'm going to implement into my weekly meal prep ritual. And I thought today it'd be a good idea to wear my blue light glasses because I've been staring at screens for way too long recently. I've been editing and planning my birthday and so many other things that require my laptop. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to research some new lunch ideas because that's like the kind of more fun task of the day. So let's get on into that. Ideas that sound really healthy and really tasty, so I'm gonna write them down on my Notion here. So first we had the chili and mint turkey patties. Next we had the herb and vegetable rice pilaf, and then next we had the Asian inspired quinoa. And another thing is I love making ratatouille, so I'm gonna put that on my list. And the next thing was a spicy tuna and avocado salad. So there are 5 new meals that I'm gonna have for the next year. I'm obviously gonna like swap some stuff out throughout the year when I get bored of these, but I think this is a good starting point for now. I might be able to test these recipes in the upcoming weeks, make sure that I like them, make sure that it's a nice, easy thing to make on a Sunday. And yeah, I think that's pretty much my meal prepping done for the year. Okay, so now it's Thursday, and yes, I'm wearing the same outfit as yesterday. I just came back from the mall to get a few random things. Firstly, boring, just some coat hangers. Next, I got a frame for my print that I got in Hawaii. So I might hang that up above my bedside table. And then next I got a book basket for my bedside table. And I also got some grip socks for Pilates. And then I got some clutch glue for a top that I have to wear to my friend's birthday party next week. And the last thing is really cute. It's one of those like wrap up ballet tops. I'm gonna wear that for Pilates to go with like the pink Pilates princess aesthetic. But that's everything I got. And now for today's to-dos, I have to come up with some goals for the year, and I have to get my Pinterest board organized because we're going to be making vision boards tomorrow. So let's go have a little scroll on Pinterest.
Street lights align a dead-end road. I walk to the end, pretend I don't know. I find myself here more times than I can count. It's funny how the evening brings me to a place I can't get out. I bailed on going out tonight, so I didn't see you. But last week I was walking through your town, kinda hoping you'd see me. And I don't know what the hell I'd say. Probably say something stupid like I always did. And I'd wanna list all the ways with you I blew it. Well, I'm tired of the cold.
Okay, so I just got home from my friend's house where we made vision boards, as you guys saw. And here is the finished product. I'm so happy with it. It's so cute. I did make a few mistakes here and there, but that's just what happens when I do craft. So I made sure to include all of my goals that I had for this year onto my vision board. And I'm going to be hanging it up over on that wall there. I do already have a painting there, but I'm ready to swap it out for something new. One thing though, the colors did bleed a bit in some areas because of maybe like the glue or something. I'm not really sure. So those bits do look a bit dodgy, but I think on the wall from far away it'll look pretty and you'll still get the gist of like what my goals are, what my vision is for this year. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but yesterday I put up a few things from my Hawaii trip just to like spruce up my room for the year. And I feel like it's just making those tiny little adjustments to your room, like when you're doing like a New Year's reset, makes it so much more inspiring and motivating to like kind of rebrand yourself and like have a reset. So I would also recommend you do that. And yeah, I think that's the end of this video. I've had such a fun week making this vlog. I think I'm definitely going to be making more vlogs like this in the future, and I just had so much fun this week. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.